Alrighty, we are back finally after months. A whole new update has come out since the last time I did a Kaiserreich video, but this time I figured we would go to a totally different continent and play everybody's favorite, Japan. So I have created a preset so that we have, that's not the game rules. I created a preset that we have something more of an interesting game, so that hopefully there's a little bit more conflict. Now it's still going to be a little random, but this should be a lot more interesting, I think, for us. Alright, and what is... Okay, recovering from the lost decade. In what has come to be called the lost decade, the 1920s were marked by economic depression and political instability in Japan. Inukai and his cabinet successfully expanded the Japanese sphere of influence into Manchuria and the edge of Siberia, acquiring vital export market for the Japanese economy. The agricultural situation continued to deteriorate as cheap agricultural imports from Manchuria bled into the countryside. As 1936 dawns, continued rearmament and state investment have fully rebuilt the industrial economy, but the issue of rural poverty remains chronic and unsolved. Okay, so we've got a lot of political instability coming our way, so we're going to have an opportunity to sort of reshape the country a little bit. Okay, so this is the general election. Basically all this is saying is that there's been a big shift in the party popularity over the last couple of years, and there's a lot of different contenders, but we're just going to say that the social conservatives, the base majority party, has lost the election. Alright, the May 15th incident. The Prime Minister has been assassinated. Radical officers connected to the Nichirokai broke into his official residence and shot Prime Minister Inukai. They claim they did so to avenge the death of Katayama Sen and the murder of workers in Niigata. The incident has greatly shocked the nation, and the Admiralty Board, mortified by the incident, has already begun a court-martial and a deep investigation into radical activities within the Navy. And now our faction comes in. Restorationists and Centralists. The Ishinha Restoration faction is a political ideology promoted by radical junior officers, characterized by its anti-capitalism, anti-oligarchism, and anti-parliamentarism. Jesus. Usually coming from the underprivileged and/or humble backgrounds, many of these officers have experienced poverty from childhood and observed what they considered to be the evil influence of favoritism, leading them to believe that the establishment has hijacked power from the emperor and is leading the nation into the abyss. The restorationist solution was to sweep out the ruling establishment and restore all power back to the emperor, and from there, a complete national reform was to be initiated. Japan's longest day. After 10 years of political disgrace, the army has taken power again, this time by coup d'etat. Ultra-conservative politician Baron Hiranuma Kiichiro is now prime minister, and a state of martial law has been enacted across all of the greater Japanese empire. Alright, earlier today, restorationist junior officers from units in the Tokyo area have staged a new coup d'etat. Let's see... The Army Ministry, the General Staff Office, the Metropolitan Police Headquarters, the Prime Minister's official residence, and the Imperial Diet Building were all quickly captured, and the Imperial Palace went under siege. In the afternoon, the Emperor himself addressed the soldiers, announcing his official support of their revolution. The Filipinos are resisting our demands, and the Commune of France is backing their claim to independence. Fuck it, go anyways. Oh, yep, look, there they go. Question is, how are we going to fare? Oh boy. Doing okay. Getting sunk. Ooh, yeah, they're getting messed up. A big battle over here off the Philippines. Actually starting to get supremacy in some areas now because we're sinking so many. Oh, nice, our guys landed. I did not notice that. Frickin' supremacy came fast. Oh yeah, and their divisions are garbage. if we can't take Manila, to hopefully... Nice. Fall of Manila. Manila, capital of the Philippines, has fallen to the Japanese after this withdrawal of its Filipino defenders and her allies. The entrance to the strategically vital Manila Bay remained contested for some time after the city's fall due to the heavy concentration of Filipino coastal artillery on Corregidor Island, but the guns eventually fell silent after concerted Japanese attack. With Manila under Japanese control, the rest of the Philippines are expected to follow shortly after. This is a stinging defeat for the 3rd International Forces in Asia and the Pacific. We're doing a lot of work. Lots of work. Sinking so many convoys over here. What's all this? Is this German East Asia? Ah, that sucks. But alright, let's do it. But hopefully we can maintain naval supremacy here. In our desire to lead Asia for the Asians, we must first deal with the problem that is China. Long divided by warlords eagerly vying with each other for power, our Fengtian friends' war presents an eager opportunity. By aiding Fengtian in their war, we'll expand our influence throughout the Chinese continent. We will work together as formal allies in a greater Pan-Asian alliance to fully pacify China of warlords, German imperialists, and revolutionaries once and for all. We can expect much resistance as our troops begin marching from Manchuria to China. The Chinese will fight bitterly, and every Japanese soldier is expected to fight and die for the Emperor's glory. In our significant first step to unite the 8 corners of the world, we will have to take the initiative and bring peace. Big battle over here. Wow! They must have had us... Oh, it's the German East Asian Navy, so we got a battleship, 2 carriers. Oof, that hurts. That's gonna hurt them bad.
し。了解。奴らを押し返している。準備よし。命令。準備完了。了解。命令。気をつけ。命令を。整列。命令。気をつけ。移動準備完了。 備完了 了解
Oh yeah. Duchy Indies has capitulated. Hirohito announced the blah blah blah. It's a great victory. Oh baby. The day has come. The German Empire surrenders. With our successful elimination of the German Empire's bases in the region, they want to negotiate, seeking to pull out of East Asia altogether, leaving us to reap the spoils together with the others who have been fighting the Reichspakt in this area. German East Asian holdings and allies will proceed to be taken in a peace deal, and the rest of the Reichspakt will peace out. Nice. Second Sino-Japanese War. Tensions have long been rising between China and Japan, the latter supporting the rival Fengtian clique into Manchuria as a way to defend their interests in the region. Although Tokyo has made it clear that they would not allow any Chinese encroachment on their sphere of influence in Manchuria, the Beijing government has undeterred, denouncing Japanese imperialism and promising they would not bow foreign demands. So when the Beijing government and the Fengtian government finally clashed, Japan joined the conflict on the latter side. Hushi has denounced Zhang Zuolin as a traitor to the entire nation and a Japanese lapdog for his actions. The two ancient
準備完了。
Fall of Wuhan. After a pitched battle, the Tri-City area of Wuhan fell to Fengtian government forces earlier today. Its defenders may have hoped to repeat Wu Peifu's successful 1926 defense of Wuchang and turn the battle into a prolonged siege, but a concerted assault and the absence of relief by river dashed these hopes completely. With the Fengtian flag waving atop both the governor's mansion and Luojia Hill, the Fengtian government has struck a considerable blow against the Beijing government and seized one of China's greatest logistical hubs alongside one of its most productive arsenals. Whether May 19th, 1944 will one day be viewed as a turning point, or whether another battle, it seems to be certain to haunt the minds of Zhili leaders for some time to come. Well, I don't know. I guess that's it, really. That was a very different game than I was expecting. Honestly, the supply really messed me up. And I was not expecting the AI to use as many submarines as it did, and quite effectively, actually. Really messed up my supply in like Vietnam and Singapore, the East Indies and stuff. Once we got that settled, had a couple naval battles and knocked out some of those bigger navies, it got a little bit easier. But I don't know, I'm sure there's something that happens if you take the rest of China, if you go east and fight the US for these islands and whatnot, but I don't know, it doesn't really seem like there's too much more to it. All that would be left really is roping in all of these islands in the Pacific, like Hawaii and West, as well as India, which would entail basically war with the Entente and whatnot, since we already kicked Germany out, and Germany's about to die anyways. So, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. That was, not bad, but not as great as I was expecting, but... Well, if you like this video and you want to see more, please make sure to subscribe to follow up. Thank you so much for watching.